March of 2018 will go down in weather history as the March of storms. We had a nor'easter a week in March with high winds that knocked out power to over 2 million homes. 22 people died, and some areas got over 40 feet of snow. And yet with all that March storminess, not one of those storms got the media attention of this Stormy. Stormy Daniels, a porn star who alleges a one-night stand with Donald Trump 11 and a half years ago. Now she brings instant problems when it comes to credibility, relevance, and timing, all major factors when deciding news coverage. But that didn't stop CNN and other media outlets from covering the porn star's claims nonstop. It got so bad that Senator Bernie Sanders, no fan of Donald Trump, ridiculed CNN for its obsession in an interview with CNN host Jake Tapper.
Well, let me ask you, because you brought it up.
Stormy Daniels.
No. You keep mentioning her name.
Not as much as CNN does.
Bernie Sanders' point is that there are more important issues that deserve our attention, and of course he's right. But that didn't stop 60 Minutes, considered the pinnacle of broadcast journalism, from doing an exclusive interview with Stormy Daniels, conducted by who else? CNN's Anderson Cooper, who asked the most ironic question.
I guess I'm not 100% sure on why you're doing this.
She's doing it for the money and the exposure, just like you, Anderson. But for the life of me, I'm not 100% sure why 60 Minutes is doing this. As much as the interview was embarrassing for Donald Trump and his family, it was also embarrassing for 60 Minutes and journalism. I imagine the tremors that we all felt on Sunday night was Don Hewitt, the creator and original executive producer of 60 Minutes, rolling in his grave. Now, 60 Minutes did try their best to justify interviewing a porn star who alleges a one-night stand with Donald Trump a decade before he announced he ran for president, but they fell short. It reminded me of Geraldo Rivera and Al Capone's vault, an hour-long primetime broadcast where Geraldo Rivera opened up the vault at the end, and there was nothing there. The only new revelations from the extended 60 Minutes interview was that Stormy Daniels playfully spanked Donald Trump with a rolled-up newspaper, and then Anderson Cooper asked the hard-hitting question, did he wear a condom? The answer was no. There were so many things from this interview that made no sense, and 60 Minutes never questioned. For instance, Stormy Daniels says she came out of a hotel bathroom and saw Donald Trump perched on a bed. And of course, then she said she was in a bad situation and she had to have sex with him. What is that, porn star logic? And what do her comments say to all the women who were the victims of this man, Harvey Weinstein? Well, you were in the hotel room with him and he was perched in his bed. At that point, you're in a bad situation. You have to follow through. That logic and the fact that 60 Minutes didn't question it is an insult to the Me Too movement. Although many of us know exactly how she felt. Stormy says she put herself in a bad situation. She didn't want to be in bed with Trump, but she didn't see an alternative. That's exactly how a lot of people who voted for Donald Trump felt. During the interview, Stormy Daniels also alleges her life was threatened outside a Las Vegas gym as she was getting her infant child out of the back seat by a thug who said, don't say a word about your relationship with Donald Trump. So what did she do next? Did she run to the police? Nope. She went in for her workout, because nothing gets you in the mood for an aerobics class than a threat on your life. And I assume she put her infant in daycare, you know, like any mother would. Much of the story just doesn't make sense, including the fact that she denied having sex with Donald Trump several times when asked, including at least once in a signed sworn statement. This whole thing just makes you want to take a shower. And look, I know that many of you think this is all just part of the reality show that is the Trump presidency. Well, if this is a reality show, CNN, 60 Minutes, and others in the media get credit for being the producers and the directors. I also know that many of you think that Donald Trump demeans and debases the presidency. Maybe so. But in going overboard in attacking Donald Trump, CNN, now 60 Minutes, and others in the media are demeaning and debasing journalism.
I guess I'm not 100% sure on why you're doing this.
I'm Larry Menti. See you again next week.